Hola, somos Monarca, una de confianza donde puedes resolver todo en un solo lugar. ¿Necesitas ayuda con tu negocio? Te ayudamos a crear tu LLC, obtener licencias y mantener tu empresa en regla. ¿Te preocupa pagar demasiados impuestos? Bueno, en Monarca ofrecemos contabilidad, bookkeeping y preparación de impuestos para personas y negocios para ayudarte a mantener tus finanzas organizadas y aprovechar las deducciones que te corresponden. También protegemos lo que más importa con seguro de autos, auto comercial, responsabilidad civil, workers' compensation y mucho más. Además, realizamos notarizaciones en oficina y en línea, cartas poder, traducciones certificadas, trámites de placas, registraciones y otros servicios para que no tengas que perder tiempo haciendo fila. Visítanos en el 11301I US Highway 40, Suite A, Independence, Missouri, o llámanos al 816-203-7405. Monarca, contabilidad, impuestos, seguros y servicios para tu negocio. Todo en un solo lugar. Te esperamos.
¿El banco te dijo que no? ¿Pero sabes que tu negocio sí tiene potencial? ¿No tienes crédito? Te ayudamos a subirlo al nivel de los 700 puntos. ¿No tienes crédito? Te ayudamos a subirlo al nivel de los 700 puntos. ¿Ya tienes crédito pero te falta el capital para escalar tu negocio? Conseguimos desde $50,000 hasta $500,000. Sin tanto papeleo. Con Soft Pull, sin dañar tu puntaje. Aprobación en 24 a 48 horas. Aplica ahora en el enlace. Y después escribime directo al WhatsApp 6203-334-085 para atención personal. Lux Consulting. El combustible para tu imperio.
Escucha. Fuego Urbano Radio Station. Estás escuchando Fuego Urbano Radio Station. Fuego Urbano, nos fuimos. Escucha. Fuego Urbano Radio Station. Radio en Facebook y regálanos un like. Sigue Fuego Urbano Radio en Facebook y regálanos un like. Fuego Urbano Radio Station.
What up, everyone?
Cansado de pagar estas comisiones cada vez que procede un pago.
And we are here live, all the way live from Emporia, Kansas, rocking the mic with you and bringing real conversations, real culture, and high energy vibes. Today we have a powerful and exclusive here in the studio, and in Wichita. It's close to Wichita, right? You guys remember a girl, Dina Morales? She was on the show before talking about physical wellness, training, and building that body. But today she's back on a complete elevated mission, and she didn't come alone this time. Joining us, her spiritual practitioner, sound healer, visionary, Marcus Robbins. These two have officially linked up to represent something massive, the sacred light of DNA holistic retreat. Dina, Marcus, welcome to Fuego Urbano today.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. Dina, last time you were here, we talked heavy on the gym grind and fitness, and you gave us a lot of tips and everything. But now you're bringing that physical with the spiritual alongside Marcus. How did this powerhouse connection happen? Tell us more about that.
Yes, and thank you for having me, first of all, and I'm very excited to share this new journey with all of you. Well, I met Marcus about a year ago, and technically we just met through a friend, and he does spiritual retreats, and I was going to join one of them. And that's how we met. And then we now work side by side. He is my podcast producer, so we work together. He is my DNA Talks producer. So that's how we came together, and we talked about this retreat, because we want to help other people heal as well. We do a lot of healing practices through our community, the Sacred Light community, and we want to share this with the world. We want to share this with everyone. Just find another way of healing and another way of finding themselves.
Right.
So
right.
yes.
Marcus, can you break down that title for listeners that are out there? Sacred Light of DNA. What's the core mission behind this retreat?
Yeah, so Sacred Light at DNA is a combination between my own self and my brand, Sacred Light Healing and Wellness, as well as Dina's brand, DNA Training. And what we did was we wanted to bring a deeper understanding of, how the mind, body, emotions of the human being works when it comes to being this multidimensional human self. And through that, how we can take care of our DNA, take care of our mind, body, emotions through various different ways, such as sound healing meditations, nutrition expertise through Dina, as well as learning about fitness, how the body works, the biology of the body, and then going even deeper into the spirituality of the chakras and what chakras mean, as well as breathwork meditation and how to reprogram our subconscious from our past and the patterns that we are stuck with in the mind, as well as the trauma healing and the ability to overcome our traumas of the past.
Right. So let's talk details. You guys are taking this out to Great Bend, Kansas, September 18th to the 20th. That right?
Yes, that's right. It's going to be a weekend retreat, and it's going to be full of experiences. We're going to have, like it says on the flyer, we're going to have several spiritual experiences out there held by my brother Marcus and myself as well. And yeah, but just come join us.
I see the healing ceremonies and shamanic energy healing on the lineup. What is the experience going to look like for someone coming in? Can you walk us through that?
Yeah, so the shamanic healing is more on my side. It's something that I've been trained in and I've practiced for years. And shamanic healing, just to make it really brief and in summary for everyone, it's your ability to look at oneself or to look into someone else when it comes to their mental patterns, their emotional wounds, or if they have stuck emotions. And it's also looking at, again, the traumas, the inner child wounds, as well as helping people find a new sense of their own self. And with that, we do this thing called soul retrieval, where we are able to take a look at our shadows, take a look at our addictions, take a look at our patterns, and learn how to overcome those and integrate those into becoming a stronger and more wiser person. And that's what shamanic healing is. It's really sitting down and dissecting those shadows, those patterns, those addictions, and learning how to be able to overcome them with your own empowerment.
Okay. And then for the audiophiles and music lovers tuning in, I see that you guys have sound baths with crystal singing bowls, plus live music featuring sacred instruments. Can you tell us, and a handpan drum, what's that all about? Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So I have a lot of fellow musicians that are in my community, and we like to bring uplifting, positive music. We have conscious hip hop. We also have conscious rock and alternative music. And then on top of the live music, we also bring in the sound healing. And basically with sound healing, you use different tools for different frequencies. Different frequencies can help with different purposes. So if you look online, you can look up the solfeggio scale. And that is SOLFEGGO, solfeggio scale. And the solfeggio scale will tell you different frequencies that help with different healing benefits. So these different sound healing tools.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so these sound healing tools like the singing bowls, the tuning forks, the handpan, they're all tuned to different frequencies. And then these frequencies help with these different aspects.
Can you explain how the sound heals the body on a cellular level by using these frequencies?
Yes, absolutely. So when you think about this life that we're in, you think about this universe or creation, if you want to say, you know that for a fact we're made of energy, sound, and vibration. So with that, our human being is a electromagnetic system. It's an electromagnetic being, and we are all made of energy and vibration. So depending on the vibration that we are or the frequency, that is going to determine the state of our well-being. So if we have a very low frequency, then we could become sick and ill, and that's when disease will start creating. But when we have a high frequency and we have a healthy frequency, then we flourish, we thrive, we manifest, we have beautiful relationships, and we feel the connection to the creator or spirit or God, whatever term you like to use. And with that, these different sound tools are able to help change your frequency. And with that, it's also able to eradicate different levels of disease, as well as cancerous cells in the biological field. And it's also really re-stimulating and grounding for the nervous system as well.
Okay. That's heavy. And of course, you can heal your gut if your gut is toxic. So I see you guys are providing vegetarian meals throughout the entire weekend, plus coaching sessions, so people know how to integrate everything when they get back home on Monday. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. And those meals are going to be cooked personally by my brother Marcus. So, yes, they're going to be cooked with love and intention.
Okay. You told us earlier that your last year you did go to one of these retreats, right?
I'm sorry, we couldn't hear you.
You told me earlier that last year you went to one of these retreats. Is that right?
No, I haven't been to any of these retreats, but Marcus, he holds retreats. So he could tell you a little bit more about what the retreats that he holds.
Okay. Yeah, can you tell us more about that? How are yours, the ones you hold, how are those different from these ones?
Yeah, so the retreats I've been holding, they all consist of basically camping in nature, as well as provided meals. And the meals are vegetarian and vegan as well, and they're home cooked. And then along with that, there's also the live music, and then there's different healing workshops and education spaces at all my retreats. I theme them depending on different focuses. Like at the end of this month, I am hosting my second military and first responder retreat to bring holistic healing to the military and first responders. That'll be in Cincinnati, Ohio. I also have a Peruvian shamanic retreat that I'm hosting in October. That'll be my second edition as well. And I have Peruvian teachings come out to give us Peruvian blessings and different healing modalities as well. So then I also do a New Year's retreat. And this will be my, I believe, third annual New Year's retreat. And all these retreats are no alcohol, drug-free, and all the good stuff that keeps everyone protected and in a safe place to heal.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So can you tell us a little bit about how you got it started on first of all with this path?
Yeah, I would love to. Thank you. So my story is very relatable to almost anyone in this world, whether it's a direct correlation or if it's, tied into a family member or someone that you just know. And I'll basically just start off with my beginning adulthood. So when I was about 18 to 21, I got out of high school and I started taking a lot of different substances, and I started going to festivals, and I started selling many drugs, and I was basically couch surfing and staying away from my home. And with that, I found myself in a heavy addiction to many different substances. I was doing different drugs like cocaine, Molly, psychedelics, and then I was going to festivals all the time, and then I was selling all these drugs. And long story short, around 2015, I met a good friend at the time who was a Reiki healing practitioner, and he had also learned about breath work and meditation. So he started teaching me about it, and I was about 19 years old at the time, and I started practicing on my own, and I started learning meditation, and I started seeing a little bit of progress with myself, but I still have my shadow work to do, as we call it, which is when you have to take action and responsibility for your patterns and your habits and change them. And I learned a lot about changing the environment, as my environment was my downfall for a long time.
Yeah.
And if you don't change your people and environment, then you're most likely to stay in your patterns.
Exactly.
So I learned about that, and I was still keeping my environment at that time. So I was still involved in that life. And to fast forward a little bit, 2017 came around, and I went to prison for about a year. So while I was in prison in Ohio, I ended up teaching about 10 different inmates meditation, as well as how to balance their chakras and what they were. And it changed their lives in there. It gave them, a different experience than the darkness that's all around there. And after doing that, that gave me a little bit of inspiration about my purpose. And when I got out at the end of 17, I then got Reiki healing certified in 2018. I also learned about crystal healing, and then I just been practicing my meditations with others. I do guided meditations for about 10 years now. And then I just wanted to keep on bringing these good tools to other people so they could have a better life, just like I was able to give myself a better life. And long story short, to wrap it up, I was able to heal my own self from addictions to many substances, including alcohol. And I'm no longer a part of any of that life, and creating the life I am now today as a retreat host, a shamanic healing practitioner, and also someone that helps other people through addiction, as well as their wounds and traumas. So yeah, that's a little bit about me and how I got into it. So it wasn't really like a business for me. It's not something that I wanted to create an image out of. It's something that I literally am a walking testimony from the creator, or whatever you want to call it, spirit, that you can overcome that in your life, and you can heal yourself, and you can have a better life.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So I was gonna ask you, like you said that you mentioned that you have been doing guided meditations. Is there a way we can do like a short guided meditation here live so people can experience what it is to meditate? Maybe.
Yeah, actually, so I will be stopping in the vehicle that I'm in literally 1 minute. So here in like maybe a few minutes, if you want, I can definitely do a short meditation.
Okay, yeah, that'd be nice.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'm good to go after about 2 to 3 minutes, and I'll be able to have a clear audio for you guys.
Okay, that's gonna be awesome. Dina, can you tell us more about what people can expect besides what we have talked about for this retreat?
Well, all I can say is that you can expect to, if you're willing to receive, you can expect to come out of there as a new person, because I can just speak for myself, by knowing Marcus here in the few months, and I've been practicing some of the stuff that some of the teachings that he does, and we've been doing all the chakra meditation, chakra aligning, all of that stuff, and I know how it has helped me just become more clear minded and more just have a more clear vision as to what my purpose is and who I am as a person. So I mean, what you can expect is, if you're willing to receive, is to come find your purpose and come find who you really are.
Right. That's awesome. That's awesome. So you mentioned you've been practicing some of the meditations and the tools. What have been your favorite ones so far?
So far has been my favorite one has been the chakra aligning um, meditation, or we meet every week as a group to talk about, several practices that we could do to align those chakras. We talk about the foods that we can consume to enhance that chakra, and just several practices that we can do. So that has been my favorite one so far.
Okay, talking about that, can you give us maybe two, three foods that people can start eating and or incorporating in their diet so they can better their chakras?
Yes. So for the sacral, which I clearly remember this conversation, or this um, talk, I guess, that we had as a group. We
Uh-huh.
talked about the sacral chakra and how to align it, and we talked about how bright foods help with, aligning or enhancing the sacral chakra, such
Uh-huh.
as beets, such as carrots, coconut water as well. So those, I remember I made a smoothie out of fruits and out of several, like coconut water and just fruits and veggies that help enhance the chakra. But yes, like that those three foods can help you enhance the sacral chakra.
So beets,
Beets,
coconut water.
carrots,
Okay.
and coconut water. Yes.
Coconut water is my favorite. I love it. I love it. When I go shopping, I grab the whole carton of it. That's
Uh,
what I drink. That and spring water. That's what I drink. So that
there
definitely,
you go.
yeah, definitely. That's something that. Hey,
Hydration check.
are you ready, Marcus? Or is there more time?
Yeah, yeah, I'm ready to go. And I just like to remind everyone, hydration check. Make sure you guys drink
Yeah.
that good water. Get the good water out there.
Yes.
Let me see.
Yes, I agree.
Let's do that right now. Do that right now.
Yeah, thank you again for having us. I really appreciate it.
Yes,
Well,
thank you.
let me see. Let me connect this real quick, and we'll be ready. All right, ready.
All right, so I'll just do a short, little brief meditation for you guys. Um, all my meditations focus on the breath, so there's going to be some breath work involved as well. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of guide us through each of our 7 chakras real briefly. We'll take
Mm-hmm.
like 2 breaths through each chakra. And basically it's just going to be a nice inner experience for yourself. And you'll just be able to feel the difference before, during, and after, and to see how you feel after. And the goal is to feel lighter, is to feel less stressed, less anxious, and to feel
Mm-hmm.
less depressed. So just bringing that balance and bringing that life force through you. So whenever you guys are ready, just feel free to get yourself nice and comfortable.
All
And
right.
as I like to tell everyone, you can sit or you can lay down, whichever way you prefer.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you're in motion, that's okay too. And then after that, just relax your body. So relaxing our shoulders. If we are holding our attention in the shoulders, which a lot of times we are, and then relaxing the toes and the fingers, and then lastly, relaxing the jaw as well, making sure we're not clenching our teeth. And then you're going to begin to draw your focus to your breath and breathing in through the nose, expanding your diaphragm as you breathe in, and then draw the breath down the throat all the way down to the earth, and then exhale out of the mouth. All right, now you can begin to close your eyes and just focus within and just allow yourself to relax and let go of the outside world. Just continue to focus on the breath, breathing in through the nose, drawing it down the body, and breathing out. Relaxing the shoulders and relaxing the body. Continuing to focus on the breath. And it's using the breath to clear away any mental chatter, any expectations. Just breathing it all away. All right, and continuing to draw the breath. You're now going to breathe in, and then you're going to now draw the breath down the body, all the way down to the bottom of the spine, at the root chakra. And then taking an exhale, taking one more breath, breathing in, drawing it down to the root chakra at the base of the spine. The root chakra is for grounding, as well as inner stability and connection to your abundance and career. So continuing with the breath as we make our way to the sacral chakra, right below the belly button. Drawing the breath down and through the sacral. Breathing one more breath down to the sacral. And as we balance the sacral, we balance our creativity, our vitality and life force energy, as well as our relationships. Continuing with the breath, as we now make our way to the center of our abs, in the abdomen, breathing into this yellow solar plexus. Cycling the breath through the solar plexus as we begin to activate our courage, our willpower, as well as our inner confidence. Breathing into this solar plexus. And then we continue and make our way to the center of the chest at the heart chakra. Breathing into the heart center. Opening green energy from the heart. Connecting us to unconditional love of the mother and the father. And opening to compassion and feeling oneness with others, our brothers and sisters of planet Earth. Just breathing in that love as we make our way up to the throat. Breathing into the throat chakra. And as we breathe into the throat, we begin to release and let go of any suppression, any fear of rejection, of speaking our truth, or sharing our authenticity. Releasing and breathing away that fear of being seen by family, by friends, by community, for being yourself. And then we continue and make our way in between the eyebrows, breathing into the third eye chakra. As we breathe into the third eye, we begin to balance our perspective, clearing the third eye so that we can see that spirit is within all of creation, that life is holy, that life is in God's hands, and breathing away any false programs or false beliefs. Then we make our way to our final stop at the top of the head, breathing into the crown, balancing our crown as we clear our connection to our higher light, to the Creator. Breathing and remembering that we are always connected, and we are all one, and we are all under one Creator, one source. And allowing that to be, to love, to create, and continue to live your life. And as I like to finish, I like to remember that you are protected, and that you are guided, and that you are loved all throughout your experiences in this world. And whenever you're ready, you may open your eyes and return. Thank you.
Wow. That was amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. This is a first for us in here in the show, and I hope it's not the last one either. Man, I felt it at the throat chakra, man. And this thing that tuned me out, man. I felt that shit. Man, that was great. That was
Thank you.
That was another level, man. Thank you for that. So that's if you're listening right now to this, if you're watching this, whether you're watching it on YouTube, on Instagram, on Spotify, Facebook, this is your sign. This is your sign to go to that retreat. To call to reset your mind, your body, your spirit. This is your sign. So can you guys give us some details again, where it's going to be and dates and everything again?
Yeah, it's going to be in Great Bend, Kansas, and it'll be September 18th to the 20th, and it'll be all through the 20th as well. So basically early morning the 21st. Or actually, no, we're ending it on the 20th. Yeah, we're ending it on the 20th. So yeah, it's the 18th to the 20th of September, Great Bend, Kansas. And then what's included in your ticket is you get a camping spot in nature. You also get all the meals provided. That's lunches and dinners, vegetarian and vegan, home cooked. And then you also get live music to experience, as well as various holistic healing workshops and education spaces, such as diet and nutrition, how the biofield works, the mind, body, emotions, how to go through your shadows, go through your trauma, learn how to self-heal and heal with others in a safe community. And then there'll also be different types of arts and crafting as well on the side. And then we allow one-on-one healing sessions and coaching as well, all included within your ticket. And it's only $250 for all 3 days. And then we have 1 day and 2 day tickets for a lower cost as well.
Okay, that's awesome. So thank you for stepping to the studio and bringing this medicine to our people. We appreciate you guys. Anything else that you guys can want to say to our audience?
Well, all I can say is this is the first time uh, event for DNA training, and I'm very excited to share with everybody. And this is one event you do not want to miss because this is technically a reset. And if you did that meditation with us, if you followed it right just now, you already feel the reset, not only mentally, but your nervous system resets as well.
Yeah.
So join us. Come join us. You're gonna have a great time, and your body and nervous system is going to receive a reset.
Anything else you want to say, Marcus?
Yeah, if anyone has questions, reach out to me through email at marcustut23@gmail.com. So that's MARCUS
Uh-huh.
TUT like King Tut, and then 23@gmail.com. And then you guys can see on the flyer where to register, that link right there, and make sure you add the periods that are on there. And then you guys can also use the QR code, and it'll take you directly to the register. And you do have to register ahead. So then you guys can also sit down and go through a call with me and get to understand all the details ahead of time, sign a waiver form, and make the correct payments. And then also too, you guys can check out our community, the Sacred Kingdom, at thesacredkingdom.com. So that's V as in THE, and then sacred, just like you see on that flyer, and then kingdom.com, sacredkingdom.com.
Okay, so can you, after production, can you send us the link so we can post it, pin them to the description? Where can people follow you, Dina, on social media?
They can find me on Facebook as DNA and on Instagram as DNA Training. So you can go follow me. And also, we have a Facebook page for DNA Talks on Facebook as well. So you can follow me on there.
What about you, Marcus? Where can people follow you, Marcus?
So you guys can find me on Facebook at Crystolite Robbins. Then you guys can find my YouTube channel, Sacred Light 33, which is the Sacred Light Broadcast Network. And you can find my series as well as other community and DNA talks as well on there. And then if you guys have any questions about like one-on-one services, any of the retreats, anything like that, you guys can also just email me at that marcustut23@gmail.com.
All right, so that's awesome, guys. Thank you for taking your time and coming in with us to talk about this secret of DNA retreat. Thank you, Dina. Thank you, Marcus, for coming through. You people can follow me right here on Facebook. I'm as DJ Mostro, and then Instagram, TikTok, we're there, DJ Mostro. And we are here from practically every day from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. on the radio show and different podcasts that we have throughout the week. So make sure to follow us, hit that like and subscribe on the Fuego Urbano Radio pages so you guys can check out this episode. And we'll be uploading this to Spotify, so you can find that on Spotify as well. Well, guys, thank you very much for having us this episode, and we'll see you on the holistic retreat. So there's all the information. Make sure you guys visit that, and there's the code, so it takes you straight to the register. So this has been Fuego Urbano Radio. This is DJ Mostro. Thank you, guys. We'll see you later.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. One love, everyone.
We'll see you at the retreat.
Let's go.
Bye-bye.